Okay. Speaking of which, you were saying that you'll be launching your own cookbook.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
And
we are going to announce it when I go back.
But can you give us some insights? What your cookbook is going to be like?
It's more of a contemporary Indian cookbook, which will be named have an Indian accent.
And what's the name of the Indian accent?
Indian accent, because this is food which I do. It's quite modern food with Indian accent. You have in all the dishes you have Indian accent into it. This is shredded cucumber. You eat cucumber raita in India. It's yogurt with cucumber. So this is cucumber with flavored yogurt and potato poppadoms, which are specially I got it from Varanasi.
Okay. What's your inspiration behind it?
With this dish?
Yes.
This dish is a amuse bush. It's a amuse bush actually. So it's basically India at this time is summers. Cucumber is very good for summers, and yogurt and cucumber is a very popular combination in India.
Very nice. Now you have spent almost your entire life creating signature dishes. Could you tell us more about your very first signature dish that you created when you first started out in your career?
So this is sweet potato with a crispy okra.
Thank you.
When I started in my career, we all used to work as a trainees, so we didn't get the chance to create our own signature dishes at that time because we were working under different chefs. But when I started handling my own restaurant, then and Indian accent, I can't say there is one particular dish which is my favorite. There are different dishes, different flavors, which I really like.
So tell us more about this second course.
This is sweet potato. This chargrilled sweet potatoes, again in a yogurt-based dressing with a green kohlrabi and crispy okra.
So what's the inspiration from this dish?
This dish is one of the very popular street foods in India, which people really enjoy on streets. But in this dish you have three different textures. One is a soft sweet potato.
Yes.
Then in the middle is a green kohlrabi carpaccio, which is crunchy, and on top is a okra, which is fried with a little bit of semolina and chickpea flour and spices. So it's the crispy, crunchy and soft texture to this dish.
Very impressive. So you said earlier that some of your you said that you love to use coriander leaves very often, as well as coconut. Are there other meat dishes or like fish that you usually use as well?
In India, especially North India, people are more of in non-vegetarian the lamb and chicken eater rather than the fish and seafood eaters. People in coastal India, south of India, they are more of a seafood eater than the North India. I'm always born and brought up in North India, but I've trained a lot of in South India. So yes, I really love to use lamb and fish of any variety, which is not like you say, preferably white fish. Apart from salmon, I really like to do white fish. Less oily fishes, I prefer to use white fish than more oily fish like mackerel, sardine, anchovy. I prefer not to use them because palate of Indian people, they are not very suitable for the oily fishes like sardine, mackerel and all these things. So I prefer to use more of a white fish, except sardine.
Tell us more about the Yu Yan San dishes that you're preparing tomorrow.
This is one of the most difficult things for me. Please.
So, tell us what kind of challenges that you face?
Chinese herbs, really delicate, and the cooking method used for the Chinese herbs in Chinese cooking are mostly like you boil it in a broth along with a soup. Mostly they are served with a soup or something like that. So India, we don't use that many type of soups, and we don't bring those many soups in India. It's mostly curries, these type of things. And Indian cuisine has got a lot of flavor with highly spiced things, dry spices which are highly flavored, and Chinese herbs which are delicate and tender. So to mix those, it's the most difficult thing to balance in such a way that Chinese herb doesn't lose its characteristic, and the Indian food should look like an Indian food. So that was the most difficult thing. And when I spoke to Yunnan San people about this, and they sent me the box of herbs. They sent me around 22 herbs. First thing, it got stuck in the custom for a month. They didn't know what exactly these things were, so they didn't allow it to go. And we have to get it out of the customs. Then when I saw those herbs, I knew few little, but other things I really don't know what exactly those herbs are and how to cook them. Then their vice president, she flew down to India, and then she told me, Chef, this you have to boil, this you have to soak. Then we did that, and then I started tasting all those herbs, how it tastes. Few herbs have got taste, few herbs used for the texture. So in that way I started doing the trials within my kitchen. Some things for the texture, some things for the flavors, and then after doing so many trials, then again Yunnan San people, they came down to India, then we did trials with them, and after doing so many trials, then we decided upon the menu, and which now we are going to do it tomorrow.
How long did it take you to establish those trials? I mean, was it like, it seems like
almost 3 months.
Almost 3 months, including 1 month before herbs got
you can say that. Yeah. Because I started my research and studies, because Yunnan San, they send me books and papers about the Chinese herbs, what is their properties, how they work on a human body, all these things.
So they did.
Yeah.
And so what is the most interesting part of the whole process? I mean, in your research, which other herbs have you come to know and understand that actually brings a lot of benefit for yourself as well as for India?
Chinese medicine and Indian Ayurveda is two things which are one of the most ancient healing things in the world. And people outside India and China, they know very less about it. First misconception about the Chinese herbs in India, people think they are not vegetarian, they are weird things, and they use some kind of different animals in their herbs, which is not true. The first thing you talk about Chinese herbs in India, people think, oh, it's non-vegetarian, they use different things, but it is not true. The first thing to clear that misconception, because whatever herbs I'm using tomorrow, it's all pure vegetarian herbs from the plants, not from any animal thing.
And that is totally sponsored by Yunnan San.
Totally sponsored by Yunnan San.
And what have you come to discover about these Chinese herbs? Do you name one of them that actually appeals to you?
There are many. Goji berry, Chinese red dates, cox barley, urial seed, Solomon seal.
Which is your favorite?
Goji berry is my very, very favorite because it makes really good chutney. It makes really good chutney, sweet and sour chutney, which I'm going to use it with the salmon tomorrow.
Ah, okay.
And the cox barley and urial seed, first thing when I saw, I didn't know what to do with them. But when we started soaking them and started cooking, we developed a wonderful biryani of cox barley and urial seal. So we are going to serve biryani of cox barley and urial seal tomorrow, and it's really good and tasty.
So, and how about the beverage? Have you incorporated any of Yu and Son's herbs for the beverage as well?
Not for the beverage, but the thing is, not for this menu, but we did few trials with their clover honey and their apple vinegar, which is very, very nice. It goes together so well that in a summer hot day, if somebody comes to your house and you do a little bit of crushed ice and a little bit of apple vinegar and clover honey, it's so refreshing. It's so refreshing if you are coming out from the sun, and it is so cooling and so refreshing that nothing can beat.
So, but if you have given more than 3 months, would you have established a better menu than what it is today?
Better menu I can't say, because tomorrow whatever dishes we are doing, they're quite interesting, and when we did the media trial for those dishes, everybody loved those dishes.
And how many courses is that tomorrow?
It's 6 courses. 6 courses non-vegetarian, 6 courses vegetarian.
Oh.
It's a vegetarian meal also.
Oh, I see. So in total there will be 12 courses tomorrow.
Yeah. But the thing is, vegetarians will get vegetarian to eat, and the thing is, definitely if given time, I can come up with more repertoire of dishes, which we can, like now it's only few dishes which we are doing it, but if given time and given more time with those herbs, I can come up with an entire menu which can be served in a restaurant, which we can call it an Indian restaurant with a Chinese herbs.
Do you think that's going to happen in India when you go back to...
Definitely, we will not do a restaurant, but the thing is, definitely we'll put few dishes on our menu.
From Yu and Son?
Yu and Son, and we will do a festival.
When is that?
That we have not decided. So we have to, because sending herbs from here, it's a difficult thing. So we have to find out the correct way of sending so that it doesn't get stuck somewhere. So definitely we're going to do the festival in our Indian accent restaurant, which will be quite unique. It will be quite unique.
Amazing. And have you ever considered expanding your influence in Southeast Asia, like Singapore? Do you think that Singapore will be your next journey, say opening up a restaurant in Singapore and having...
Definitely, possibilities are there. Possibilities are. Day before yesterday, the owners of my company were also here. We had few meetings at different places, but it's very early stages, so I won't be able to tell you like what exactly we are talking about. But there are many places we are thinking that maybe even Yu and Son, they are quite interested and to do something like this, because they run their Chinese restaurant with the herbs. So for them also it's something really different, and for the entire world it is something different to do this kind of Indian food with Chinese herbs. Yeah. And it can really appeal to the Westerners, especially people from United Kingdom and America. They really enjoy their Indian food a lot. So it can appeal to them also.
What is your favorite dish that you have invented for Yu and Son tomorrow? For vegetarian and non-vegetarian.
My pomelo salad.
That's the vegetarian.
Yeah, that's vegetarian, and we are serving it with vegetarian. For vegetarians, we are serving it with the water chestnut, and for non-vegetarian, we are serving it with the prawns. tandoori prawns.
Very well said. Once again, I thank you for this interview, and we thank you and Son for their generous contribution, and we hope to see you more often, and your book as well.
Yes. Please. Thank you.